Hi, my name is Heather Francisco, and I'm a Board Certified Behavior Analyst with DiNovi and Associates. Given the circumstances surrounding the COVID-19 pandemic, behavioral health services have quickly transitioned from face-to-face contact to telehealth. The sudden transition has required significant adaptation for both those providing and those receiving applied behavior analytic or ABA services. Families are now expected to take on a much bigger role in their loved one's treatment. This has resulted in many families feeling A, uncertain about how to structure each day for their typically developing children, B, unclear on how to best support their child with ASD, and on how to navigate the many education and therapy sites, and C, discomfort dealing with economic strain, disrupted living situations, and lack of daily structure. This 2020 article titled Telehealth for Family Guidance by Cameron et al. Provides us with a 5-stage telehealth protocol in hopes of minimizing disruption in essential treatment. The 5 stages are as follows. 1. Values, clarification, and committed action. 2. Parent-focused preference assessments. 3. Goal alignment and parent-led activity-based interventions. 4. Parent-implemented intervention and data collection. And 5. Priming for a comprehensive model of acceptance and commitment therapy, or ACT. Values, clarification, and committed action is the first stage. This prioritizes goal clarification and identification of committed actions. Stage 1 utilizes 2 assessments, the Valued Living Questionnaire, or VLQ, and the Bullseye Survey, BEVS. The VLQ requires parents to answer a series of questions about their values, actions, life domains, and indicate the extent to which they have been living up to these identified values. The areas with the biggest discrepancies between the values and the required committed actions are prioritized. The BEVS is designed to promote awareness of the identified discrepancies between individuals' values and their actions by assessing value-action cohesiveness. A dartboard is simulated on a computer screen and is split into 4 sections, with the 4 values being identified as a result of the VLQ. The assessments are used to help identify and verify parents' values and support the alignment of these values and the BCBA recommendations. Areas identified as having the biggest value-action discrepancies are prioritized for intervention. The overall intention of Stage 1 is to identify a parent's values, detect discrepancies between identified values and committed actions, and to connect the parent's values to their child's needs for instruction through the use of specific activities identified in Stage 2. Stage 2, Parent-Focused Preference Assessment. Preference assessments are used to identify items and/or activities that are highly preferred by participants diagnosed with ASD. Identifying activity preferences of family members provides structure and ensures A, those identified activities can be used as a basis for engagement with their child. B, detailed suggestions on how a child's goals can be addressed through those identified activities can be offered. And C, the identified activities can help increase the number of learning opportunities a child receives, potentially improving the likelihood of socially significant skill acquisition. During Stage 2, an indirect preference assessment, which looks like a checklist-driven interview, is conducted between the ABA practitioner and the parent within a telehealth session. The interview will assess the frequency of activity participation and the personal meaningfulness of each activity. The BCBA will then link the results from the VLQ and BEVS with the preference assessment outcomes, creating a customized list of activities that addresses parent values through use of their preferred activities. Stage 3. Goal alignment and parent-led activity-based intervention. During a telehealth session, the practitioner will visually list and review the following with the parent. 1. The parent's values. 2. The parent's preferred activities. 3. The materials required to support those activities. 4. The child's treatment goals. 5. Examples of how the child's treatment goals could be addressed within each preferred activity. 6. The time of day activities should occur. 7. The preferred duration and frequency of the activities. 8. The type of data that should be collected. 9, recommendations of how to generalize the newly acquired skills, and 10, the desired outcomes. The newly developed intervention is then implemented during Stage 4. Stage 4, Parent-Implemented Intervention and Data Collection. During Stage 4, a telehealth-based behavior skills training (BST) model is used that includes 1. BCBA providing verbal and written instructions to support parent-implemented activity-based intervention (ABI). 2. BCBA modeling ABI with a child through the computer. 3. Parent role-playing ABI at home. And 4. BCBA providing feedback to the parent. Permanent product data will be collected by the parents via a video messaging app, Marco Polo. Marco Polo is a video walkie-talkie app that allows for short video-based messages to be sent back and forth between the BCBA and the parent. The Marco Polo app is used to promote BCBA parent engagement, capture videos of a child's skill for data collection purposes, and create videos as a source of feedback to the child and show other family members the child's capabilities. Stage 5, priming for a comprehensive model of acceptance and commitment therapy, ACT. Or acceptance and commitment therapy is a mindfulness-based therapy that practitioners use to support positive behavioral change and has been used in the support of parents of children diagnosed with ASD. ACT focuses on promoting its 6 core principles: acceptance, diffusion, contact with the present moment, the observing self, values, and committed action. Within Stage 5, an educational approach is used to prepare a family member to use a comprehensive model of ACT. Each of the 6 core principles of ACT are associated with a series of exercises that are visually represented by a matrix. During a telehealth session, the family member is given the opportunity to choose what activity they would like to participate in. Once an activity is chosen, the BCBA will use a behavioral rehearsal strategy to engage the parent in a simulated interaction. However, during the behavioral rehearsal strategy, the parent will be the instructor while the BCBA will act as the trainee. All behavioral rehearsals occur in the context of a telehealth session and allow the family member to experience at least one exercise associated with each of the core principles of ACT. The behavioral rehearsal strategy helps the BCBA to identify the family member's current state with respect to their own behavior change process before imposing expectations involving the behavior change of others. To ensure the quality of this protocol, the researchers created a minimum clinical data set in which they designed protocols focused on assessing the quality of the model at 4 different levels: 1, the client; 2, the microsystem; 3, the organization; and 4, the larger environment. Each of the assessment measures were generated to comprehensively evaluate the efficacy and practicality of the stage-based model for delivering telehealth services to parents and their children diagnosed with ASD. The COVID-19 pandemic has caused chaos and disruption in every aspect of an individual's life. With behavioral health services quickly transitioning to telehealth, families of those receiving services are expected to step up and quickly adjust to a new normal that they were not prepared for. This protocol serves as a much-needed guide on how to handle the unexpected changes in daily practices within the field of applied behavior analysis by minimizing the disruption in essential services for all of those involved. While the efficacy of the 5-stage model does require further evaluation, this protocol is not meant for long-term use. Thank you for watching. Special thanks to Samantha Weinstein, BCBA, for her contribution to the content of this video. Subscribe below.